Good morning. Good morning. My name is Lee Matthew Jackson. We are live and I want to have a conversation. It's a conversation about conversation. It's a conversation about keeping it real. Let's set the scene. Do you ever receive messages, have telephone calls with suppliers, whomever that is, and feel like there is a hidden agenda? I get this all the time. Someone will connect with me out of the blue. Hey Lee, how are you? Whatever that looks like, some sort of random question about me. And my gut will tell me that there is a hidden agenda. They don't really want to know how I am. They aren't really interested in what is going on in my life. It's just this gut feel I get. But, I go with it and I'm like, yeah, here we go. I'm going to lay it out. This is what I'm thinking right now. This is how I'm feeling. This is what's going on. And the response is a pitch. Have you ever had that? I get it quite a lot. I get it via Instagram, especially, where I'll have people who've connected with me in the past. We've maybe had a chat, etc., and then suddenly, when they reconnect, it's a pitch. They're leading with something that sounds genuine, and then suddenly, actually, they want to get to the real point, which is, will you buy my product? Will you have this, etc. Frankly, I just think that's disingenuous, and I think that's something that we all fall into the trap of doing. I do this myself. I will often build relationships with clients that are convenient to me and not necessarily to the client. So I'm going to call myself out right now and say that the most of the times when I have conversations with clients, I'm actually digging for business. I'm many times being disingenuous because I really want to know if there is an opportunity, as opposed to whether or not, I'm really showing care. Yes, it is good to be able to help our clients. And if we do have something that would be of value for them and will solve a problem that they share with us, that's wonderful. But I really want to encourage us to check our hearts when it comes to the conversations and the relationships that we are building. We can have supplier-client relationships, and sure, we can tell them that we've got a new product that's for sale. Are they interested? But what I don't like, and I'm seeing this a lot online, is all of this fake humility, fake genuineness, fake relationships. And it doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right with me, and it doesn't sit right with every general day-to-day human who can instantly see through it. I don't want to keep falling into that trap. I've already said I fall into this trap of being disingenuous many, many times because I'm keen. I want to shift stuff. And frankly, I have to ask myself the following questions when it comes to having a conversation, when it comes to reconnecting with somebody that maybe I've not spoken to for a very long time. I've written a few notes here, and the first thing is, why am I connecting with this person? It's really important to know why we are connecting with somebody because we need to be honest and upfront with that person straight away. I am not going to rock up in your inbox and ask how you are, then pitch you. I need to rock up in your inbox and say, hey, Jeff, or whomever, let's make up a name. Hey, Arnold. Does anyone remember Hey, Arnold? Anyway, hey, Arnold. I'm reconnecting with you today. I want to tell you about X and Y, Z project, blah, 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 and wrap up with, how are you? I am being genuine there because I'm saying, hey, I'm connecting with you because I've got something I think you might be interested in, blah, 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 blah. And how are you doing, mate? It's no problem if you're not interested, but how are you? Because I still want to know how you are, but I'm also being honest. I'm leading with the fact that I'm actually connecting with you to let you know there's a product that you may or may not be interested in. I'm not going through this big long cycle of, hey, how you doing, and creating a conversation and trying to lead it to the pitch or the sale. I get it too many times. I don't like it. Maybe it works for other people, and feel free in the comments to tell me I am totally wrong. But for me and my moral compass, that doesn't sit right. I feel like I have to show up and say, Arnold, I've got something I think you're going to be interested in, blah, 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 blah. And if I really like Arnold, and mate, how are you doing? What's going on in your world? That, to me, is being genuine. Another thing is am I being honest up front with this person? Why am I connecting with them? I need to be honest up front with that person. Arnold, I am connecting with you because I've got something I think you are going to be interested in. Not, hey, Arnold, what's going on in your life? How's your world? Blah, 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 blah. Long conversation. By the way, I've got this product. That ain't cool. I always have to look at my last interaction as well, because there is a danger that I could show up with something that I do want to sell, and I've had a previous conversation with, let's say, Arnold again, where Arnold's been struggling with something, and really me throwing something at him is not going to be relevant. I actually need to focus on building a relationship with Arnold and say, okay, last time I spoke to Arnold, he was struggling with X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to pitch him this product at all. I actually want to see how he's doing with X, Y, and Z, and forget my product and actually continue to develop that relationship with Arnold, find out a little bit more about him, see how I can help in any way beyond what I might have to sell, because this is a real conversation. This is building real relationships. This isn't faking it. The last thing is, I always need to look to see if I've neglected a relationship as well. I'm not going to show up in people's inboxes trying to pitch them something when I've neglected the relationship for months, years, etc. It's the same with existing clients. I can't expect to rock up to any client on the phone and say, hey, I've got a product to sell you. I'm going to shove this down your throat. If I've neglected relationships, I have to genuinely reconnect and rebuild those relationships, rebuild that trust, not just show up like a bolt out of the blue. So there's a bit of food for thought for you. I've had a little rant for 6.5 minutes, so there's a few questions in here. We've got, good morning, Lee. Thanks for not having a wanky agenda. No problem, mate. Nick says, you're always genuine to me. And he said it in a sultry voice because he's such a flirt. Yes, mate. Adam Lacey, I loved Hey Arnold. Absolutely freaking loved Hey Arnold. We've got a hi from Tanya. What have we got? Oh, this stuff is so real. Thank you. Yeah, it's. I'm presuming you get it too. What I'm saying, everyone, as well, is that not only do I get these, but I've fallen in the trap of doing these. You know, it often is out of a genuine want to help. Yeah, I want to help people. I want to sell people this amazing thing because I think it's going to change their lives. But I am not quite genuine about the reason I'm reconnecting, etc. And I fall into that trap a lot. What's this? I know someone who's done this 3 or 4 times with me. Better not be me, Nick. I've always got an agenda with you. What else have we got? We've got a hey from Adam. Hey, Arnold. That's awesome. And finally, we've got from Matt, honesty is the most important thing in business. Matt, you are totally right. And honesty can mean showing up and saying, I honestly want to sell you something. I've got something I think might be helpful. No problem if it's not for you. And how are you doing? Yes, that's a good one, Adam. Absolutely best to be upfront rather than to kind of do the dance. I think we all as humans have this kind of sixth sense, don't we, of whether or not somebody is being genuine with us. And it's really hard to trick people, I think, into thinking you are being genuine with them if you're really just playing them. They're going to work it out. So it's far better to just show up and, like I said, simple structure. Hi, Arnold. I'm connecting with you because of X, Y, and Z. Thought you may or may not be interested. No problem if not. In other news, how you doing? I think that works the best. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you watch the replay, type in the words replay. We want to be seen, says Tanya. Type in the words replay, because I want to know if people watch these replays. That's freaking awesome. Thank you for everyone who joined me live. If you have experienced this, let me know in the comments. Also, if you have fallen into the trap like me and connected for the right reasons in the wrong way, also let me know, because it's good to admit that we've done things wrong, because if we can make those mistakes, we can see those and we can learn from them. I'm not calling people out right now. I'm calling myself out as much as anyone else. And like Nick said earlier, I get these exact same messages. A lot of the time, because I run the Agency Trailblazer podcast and have an audience, I think I get probably 3 or 4 messages a week where people are connecting with me because they want me to affiliate sell or whatever it's going to be. So it's not a genuine reconnect to see how I'm doing. It tends to be that they'll ask how I'm doing and there'll be a long conversation, but then it will finally lead to, and actually the real reason why I'm connecting with you is X, Y, and Z. And that just leaves a little bit of a bitter taste. I'd rather people connect with me and say, Lee, I've got a product and I would really love it if you would bring that to your audience. Can we have a chat about that? Oh, how are you doing? That would be a much better way of doing things. All right, that's me having a little bit of. That's me having a bit of a rant. Matt says, just like beer, Lee is best enjoyed fresh and straight out of the bottle. And with that, take care, everyone. You're all freaking awesome. Be honest, be genuine, love each other, care for each other. Have a freaking awesome day. Don't be a douche. You're all awesome.